Chainsaw Man, they say he dropped the anime industry. I took a look at Chainsaw Man, and I was pleasantly surprised. In this video I will share with you my impressions after watching it. The drawing, the characters, the structure of the script, the storylines, and most importantly, beautiful girls. Within these 12 episodes of the first season, because I haven't read the manga, so don't worry. Let's start with the main character, aka Danji, which is where the anime begins by showing how Danji is a lonely teenager with very low self-esteem who is forced to pay the bills of his dead father. I mean, the kid hasn't even seen his life yet, and he's already been kicked out of society and forced to work. Danji had just buried his father and the man he owed a debt to, with absolutely no morals. Says, "Tomorrow morning 700,000 or you'll be screwed." And then Danji meets the first demon and his name is Pochita, a mini chainsaw demon. Danji also sees that Pochita is wounded and makes a contract with him. He gives him a drink of blood to regeneration, and Pochita has to help him to pay off his debt. And now Pochita shares loneliness with Danji. They live together in a shabby garage hunting demons and dreaming of the good life. During one of these hangouts in the garage, we can tell from Danji's monologue realize that he doesn't dream about much. Here are a few lines. "We're as far away from a normal life as I can hardly pay my debts to the grave. Maybe I'll get laid before I've even met the girl. I'd have my dreams come true. I'd hug a girl just once before I die." Denji pays his debts by killing demons with a tame demon. To pay off his debts, Denji sold his kidney right eye and sold one of his eggs. In the anime, everything runs non-linear, constant dynamic transitions and putting the viewer into complete shock. So the people that Danji owed money to also wanted the power of a demon and made a contract with him. But they were safely deceived, and they all went under the power of the zombie demon that they were trying to make a contract with. Anyway, it's kind of messed up in there. So in order to get the power to kill demons, you have to make contact with other powerful demons who are in custody and have little to go on. But they're not exactly, they get what's coming to them. They take their eyes, years of life, and all the things they want to take away, so there's this circle. No sooner do they show us the main character than they kill him along with, and Pochita is killed along with him, not just murdered, but sworded and thrown into a garbage can. In short, everything is bleak and surrounded by nothing but misery. And then it turns out that demons can take possession of dead people or give them their powers. And then a trash can half-dead guy says, "Danji, I'm done giving you my heart, and you show me how you make your dreams come true." And then the Chainsaw Man is born. Danji comes out of the trash can and defeats his abusers, just like they defeated him 5 minutes ago. Initially, I wondered what the thing was in his head. So much blood. I don't take that kind of thing very well, and at first I thought I wouldn't watch this anime for a long time. But then I got used to it. Finally, a female character enters the scene. The female character, she's the goddess Makima, according to Danji, and there's a shot of her looking at Danji. She's looking at Danji, and Danji's standing there like some kind of crazy person. And then Makima walks up to him, and Danji was exhausted, and because of the lack of blood, he starts to fall down, and says to Makima to hug me, and immediately at the end of the first episode, his albeit simple dreams begin to come true. The audience doesn't have to watch 10,000 episodes and 150,000 fillers. Makima just hugs him and thereby saves him from falling, and Danji feels for the first time that he's not some scum. He's hugged by a girl and he's just in total shock, and he literally melts away. The chainsaw on his face starts to gradually disappear, and then his face appears full of shock. Makima tells him that she is Demon Hunter and has come to kill the zombie demon, and he's done here on his own. And then she gives him the choice of either she takes him out powerless now, or she takes him as her pet as a Pochita, and promises that in the second case she will feed him. So what's left for him to do? He's never had even bread and butter, and here they promise him normal human conditions, and Danji says it's just a fairy tale and he falls into a sweet sleep. Eventually he joins the government service and literally starts working for food, only before he was paid little and deducted debts. Now he is fed deliciously and well treated, with a pretty girl by his side. Well, paradise. Now a little bit about the other characters. Pochita is very cool, drawn just something, and orange color suits him. He's like a pet with a chainsaw on his head. Makima is very nicely drawn, a pure girl with a pretty face, a sly fox, silent, reserved, and a very mysterious woman. Danji takes him by the nose and calls him a dog, and the boy obeys. In fact, Makima has a nerve. She understands perfectly well that Danji is just neglected, and she gives him what he needs and manipulates him in every way. And the phrase, like, if you prove yourself to be a good worker, one day you'll be paired with me and all that. I'm so assuming that something is wrong. I went in now and read up on who she is and what her abilities there. But I won't tell you. There's also Aki, the quiet smoking guy, captain of the unit. Demon gunman killed his whole family, and all he's aiming for is revenge. He also made a contract with some demon to get the power of a katana. Now if he uses it, the number of years he has left is reduced by several times. Power girl with horns. I get it. Every story should have a character that's infuriating. But here the character is exceptionally, even when dubbed Scream Snorts, shows her impulsiveness. She's a demon who hasn't been killed only on the condition that she hunts demons in public service. And so she goes everywhere and disturbs everyone purely by her presence. When a tough and she runs off and pretends like she can't do anything. Why wasn't she taken out right after the assassination attempt on Danji? It's a mystery. She decides to trade his life for a cat. That's just genius. To me, this is the only downside to this anime. I suspect that later power, which she is now, will later change a lot and get attached to Danji and save him at some moment, suddenly showing human qualities. Like demons can be human too and all. And then there was this funny character with a sword in his head like a chainsaw, but a katana man. Anyway, it's the same villain. But he's not really a person. At least in these 12 episodes it didn't come out. Well, as is usually the case, he showed off, but the consequences were lost. And a little bit about the demons, I never understood how they all appear. Pochita is a beaver with a chainsaw between the eyes. There is some grease, as if they are created randomly. I think the answers are in the manga. Kudos to Danji for not wanting to become Hokage or anything. He doesn't have any great goal. The guy just plows for food and a good life, and is willing to do anything not to lose it. All because he hasn't seen that since he was a kid. He has pretty ordinary dreams, cuddling with a girl, eating good food, and getting a good night's sleep. These dreams very quickly come true, and then new ones are born. The character seems silly, but when it comes to fighting, I don't know why I started to fight with him, but I was just wondering if he was ever in a fight. In the end, the anime is great. The drawing is great. The jokes are great. The sound is great. The anime is on fire. So now why is this anime to be in the top? For one, it's the beautifully drawn Makima, which caused quite a stir. Danji is the main character with down-to-earth dreams, the easiest to see yourself in, and the more we match up with the characters, the more we like them. And just think about it. He was put a chainsaw in his head, and that's the main character. And that goes for everybody, but isn't that wonderful? All in all, I liked the anime a lot, provided I haven't watched much of it. Only the most iconic ones, like Attack of the Titans. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel, get likes. Bye everyone.